Hello everyone, we'll start with the sixth lecture of our Python tutorial. Till now, we have seen a few things. That is, we started with the installation and then we went on to see the number of ways in which we can execute our Python program. One is the interactive mode and the other being the script mode. So interactive mode is where you fire command one by one, and at the same time, the moment you are done writing your command, or the statement of Python, the interpreter will reply immediately. In the script mode, it's sort of a batch execution wherein a group of statements are executed together after writing in a file which is known as Python script, and interpreter will then execute and give the output all at once. And then we also saw the print statement, which is used to display the output on the console or the screen, and the different variations of print. Of course, we saw some separated argument and end argument. Okay, so in coming couple of videos, we are going to learn about mathematical operators or operations in Python, then followed by the concept of containers. We'll see what are the containers, and then concatenation and replication of strings. Okay, so before we move forward, we'll just like to highlight that till now we have seen that in print statement we write, or whatever message we have to print, that is enclosed within single quotes or double quotes, and you write the message, let's say hello. Okay, so we have been using the word messages, okay, or the English sentences or the alphanumeric sentences, which can be these messages which are enclosed within the quotes, can be a combination of alphabets and numbers. So these messages or the sentences or the alphanumeric sequences of the characters, they are technically, in the terms of Python programming or the programming terminology, it is referred to as strings. So whenever we see any alphanumeric sequence enclosed within single or double quotes, from now onwards we'll be referring to them as strings. Okay, so moving forward, we're starting with the discussion on mathematical operations and various mathematical operators available in Python. Okay, so again, we'll start with, so basically one more thing, we'll also develop a habit of, as a first line of our program or the script, we'll write the objective of the program, okay, as comment. So in this file or in this script, we are going to test the mathematical operators. Okay, and let's give some name to this file, and okay, fourth.py. Fine. And if we remember that every Python program script, when we are saving, must have or must contain a .py extension. Okay, now we can see that color, there has been some color changes because the Notepad++ has now recognized that this is a Python script. Okay, also let me open the command prompt from where I'll be executing. Okay, so that's desktop, my programs. Okay, so we are good to go. Now there are four characters, rather four operators which are used to perform mathematical operations. Okay, so let's say if we want to, that is addition, multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operator. Also, we also have the power or the exponentiation operator. Okay, to find the powers or the exponents. Let us see. So let's say if you have to perform the addition of two numbers, you'll write 2 plus, let's say 5. This will, here, as we remember, inside print we can have messages, that is strings, which are enclosed within quotes. We can have pure numbers, or we can have expressions which will first be evaluated to a number and then will be displayed. Okay, so let's say, okay, if we want to display the result of addition, for addition we use plus operator. For subtraction we can use minus operator. It's pretty much similar to mathematics. A bit of difference is with multiplication, where we use star or the asterisk, ASTERISK, asterisk symbol. Okay, now for division we use forward slash. Okay, so now we can also see, let's say if we want the result like 2 raised to the power 5, we can write 2, and for the power we write 2 asterisks together to the power 5. This will give us 2 raised to the power 5. Let me write here 2 raised to the power 5. Okay, let's say if you have to find out the square root, again we can use this power operator. Okay, in a way like to, let's say, square root of 25 you want, so we can know, and because we know the power is nothing but 1 by 5. Okay, sorry, 1 by 2. You can also write instead of 1 by 2, you can also write 0.5. This will also give power. But what I mean to say is it can also be written as 25 raised to the power 0.5. Okay, so now let us see the results. Okay, so Python, we'll go with 4th RPY. So we can see we got 5 for this one, and because we are finding the square root of 25, then we got this 2 to the power 5. That will be as per the answer should be 32, and we got it correctly. And then they are the normal operations and which are consistent with our mathematics, so there shouldn't be any problem. So let us move forward. Now what happens here, we can see that this operator is separated by 2 operands which are numbers. What if we have let's say strings with this operators. So let us try a few example. Okay, so let's say here trying strings, that is the messages enclosed within quotes, strings with mathematical operators. Okay, so one thing that is interesting to note here is if you write 25 plus 3, so interestingly, okay, in a moment we are going to see the answer, but this is different from 25 plus 3 because, let me comment it out here, because here 25 is enclosed within quotes, so it is taken as a message, or in a correct technical terminology, this 25 is a string because it is enclosed within quotes, and this 3 is also string because it is enclosed within quotes. So it is taken as alphanumeric sequence and not pure mathematical numbers. So we cannot get 25 plus 23, wherein 25 is also a string and 3 is also a string, as 28, that is the mathematical operations normally cannot be performed. But is it going to throw any error? Let us check out. So we can see that it has given 253. However, in order to obtain the this result 253, this Python has not used any mathematical logic or algorithm. Rather, it has simply merged both the strings. Okay, so what we understand is whenever there are two or more strings separated by plus operator, in that case, Python merges them together and forms one single string which is then displayed. Okay, so first of all, in this case, 253 is formed, and that 253 is formed like this. And then it is displayed. So internally, first it will, this expression will be reduced to 253, and then the result will be displayed. That is, this will be printed as single output. So here, though it appears as if 253 is a number which has been printed, but actually it is being printed as a string or a message and not as the numbers, as we can see in the above cases. So there's a difference. Okay. Now, what if we use, let's say, some text as messages or the strings? Let's say hello, and let's use plus sign and another string, let's say there. Okay. So in this case also, the logic will be same. Both being the string will be merged. Let's go on and add another string. Okay, hello there, and then let's say how are you. Okay, and let us see the result. So we can see in case of last two result corresponds to the merging of the strings. So what we have seen is, in case when the mathematical operators are separated by when any mathematical operator is separating two numeric operands, that is the value on which it is operating is of numeric type on both the sides, then mathematical operation is performed as per the logic of normal mathematics and algorithms of normal mathematics. However, if on both the sides of the operator the operands are of string type, that is are enclosed within quotes, then it merges the two strings. Okay, and this entire merging of string to form a single string, okay, and then displaying the result with a print, is this addition of two strings separated by plus sign. Okay, two or more strings separated by plus sign and resulting in a one single string, is this operation is known as concatenation. Okay, so we can say it is concatenation. Okay, fine. Now there is another interesting case which is known as replication. Replication, or we can say repetition. Okay, so in this case, what we are going to do, we are going to use multiplication symbol, that is the asterisk or the star symbol with the strings. Okay, let's say hi, and what if we multiply it by a numeric value, let's say 4. Okay, so let us see what will be the output. We can see that the string or the message that we gave inside this print, that string was repeated or replicated, that is duplicated one by one that many times depending on the magnitude of the number. So this process of merging two or merging one string, process of multiplying any string with any integer value, which results in the repetition or the duplication of the string in the form of a final single string is known as replication or repetition. Okay, so this can be of any length. Even a big sentence as a string will have the same effect. Okay, now what we cannot do. Okay, what we can't do. Okay, the first one is in concatenation, strings cannot be concatenated with a numeric value, numeric type. Okay, or the value. Again, in replication or repetition, string should always be multiplied, or you can say multiplied by another by an integer. Okay, fine. So these are the few basics about mathematical operators. So just to summarize once again, when any mathematical operator is separates two operands or the values on which it operates, which are of numeric type on both the sides, then the result will be as per the normal mathematics. However, if on both the sides of the mathematical operators, that is in case of addition, that is the plus symbol, if there are strings, okay, if plus symbol separates two or more strings, then in that case the result is the merging of the given strings to form a single string, which is then displayed by print. Okay, that is merging of two or more strings to result in a single string, which is known as concatenation. And finally, replication, in which one string value is multiplied by an integer type to give the repeated value or the duplicate value of the same sequence of string. What we can't do is, in concatenation of strings, strings cannot be concatenated with a numeric type, and in replication or repetition of string, it should always be multiplied by an integer. Okay, so we have seen the concatenation, replication of strings inside print, and then mathematical operations in Python. Okay, so now in the next lecture we are going to see the concept of containers and a few basic Python programs. Thank you.